z-score chart. See why they kept z-score chart or z-score chart. So z is the end. Okay, they kept just a name. You can say as a score chart or whatever you like. So they are given a z-score chart. Okay, we can find out the percentage of population lies in between of a given limits. So there is a z-score chart. By using this method, we can find out how much percentage the population lies in between a given set of numbers or within LSL and USL. Let us see an example. Now for the given normal distribution, this is an 85 or 115. See, LSN and USS is elsewhere, but they selected 85 and 115, and the middle value is 100, and standard deviation is 15 mm. Example. They want to find out for the sigma 15, how much percent of the population is lying between 85 and 115 mm. So how to find out? We can find out with using the z-score chart. So first we are going to find out z1 at the lower level. What we will do, that we can say x1. What is x1? X1 is nothing but your lower limit minus mean. Mean is nothing but your middle value, process mean, divided by sigma. So you will get a ratio minus 1.0 you got. Then z2 for higher side. Then higher side means USL minus process mean divided by sigma. You got plus 100. Now in for this value you will get a z score. Okay, so now we got 1.00, right? So where is 1.0? 1.0 is there, decimal is 00, so it is 3413. This is a z-score for normal distribution. 3413 for z1, the z-score value for z1, z-score value for z2 is 0.3413. Okay, so both adding will get 0.6826. That is nothing but 68.26 percentage of the population falls between 85 and 115. Between 85 and 115, 68.26 percent of the population lies. Remaining population will be here. So this way we can find out the percentage of the population that falls in a given falls in a normal distribution for the given limits, or you can take LSL and USL. Okay, so this is a small example of the z-score chart. Now the total summary of Six Sigma. How we improve a project by using Six Sigma methodology. First you define phase, measure phase, analyze phase, improve phase and control phase. So what you do in define phase, you define the problem, you define the extension of the problem, select what you're going to improve on the problem, and select a project, and select the scope of the project, what all going to happen, improve, and make a uh, project charter or a project summary sheet. Then in measure phase, what you're going to do? Measure phase, you're going to measure all the parameter relevant to the problem, measure the product characteristics, measure the process characteristics, then have a summary of data. Then analyze phase, by using all the quality tools, we're going to analyze the data and we'll get a clue where is the root cause. After that, finding out the root cause, we're going to improve it by giving number of solutions towards the root cause, and then we're going to control the root cause by making a mistake proofing or doing some updation of work instruction. So by following all this method, we can solve a problem or improve a project by using Six Sigma methodologies. Using statistical methods in each phases to find out the root cause and the possible solution to improve the project. Therefore, we use Six Sigma methodologies. See, we can say the root cause, oh, it's a silly root cause that you have found out by using Six Sigma methodologies. But before Six Sigma methodologies, you are not accepting it. Correct? That means the small things will affect the bigger problems. Therefore, when you go in a systematic manner to solve a problem, then we can use Six Sigma methodologies to improve a project or solve a problem. And this is a Six Sigma conversion table. So as we said, we're going to calculate any defect percentage in per million, and since Six Sigma they are taken as a universal this for the total assumed variation that they given in terms of levels. That's all. So that 10 lakh they uniformly divided 10 lakh uniformly they divided and they have written here along with the yield. So this you can use for calculating ppm or dpm. So thank you all for watching the Lean Six Sigma Green Belt. So once you have attended all the training videos, then call me on this number or message me for the examination. So examination will be done online where we'll share the link of the exam. What you have to do is just enter all the details. It will be a multiple choice question. Select the multiple choice, then submit. Once you submit, along with your name, it will come to me with the software how much percentage you scored. After that, we'll speed post you the certificate. Okay. All the best. For any doubts, you can call me or message me on this number. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you.